My name's Jean Wainwright. I'm a senior lecturer at UCA Rochester, and I'm also an art critic, and I did my doctorate on Andy Warhol's audio tapes. My job involves heading up a cultural studies department where I enable students to put their photographic work, which is of course they're on the BA they're on, into context. I went to a convent and I was quite rebellious. I was always perceived as a little bit of not naughty exactly, but if there was something going on, I'd be kind of the loudest voice there, so I'd always get caught because I'd be the one going, yes, let's do this, and then I enjoyed being with my friends. I don't think I enjoyed the learning there particularly. Then I transferred from my sixth form to a boys' public school, and I was the second intake of girls there, so it was all terribly exciting. There were hundreds of boys and just a few girls, and I adored it. I totally adored it. I thought it was wonderful, and I had inspirational teachers, and I think that really made a difference to me. The environment, the people, and certainly two of the teachers who were just magnificent, really. I was my English teacher, my art teacher. The English teacher, Mr. Binfield, later became the headmaster of the school, and he was just utterly marvellous. And he took a lot of people who really didn't want to learn and just wanted to flirt with each other and, you know, and kind of have a lot of fun, and kind of corralled us all and made us inspired by literature and writing things and creative writing. My mother was an intellectual and she was a university lecturer, and my father was very bright and a manager, and both of them had ambitions that I would kind of go to university as my sister and brother. Their perception was that they wanted me to actually do something with my life, and they perceived that doing exams and having a career was an important thing to do. But my sister was always perceived to be the really, brilliant one, and I was always the kind of more artistic, kind of rushing around one and slightly different. And at the time, I just accepted I was a different animal to my sister. So yes, I did the typical GCSE A-level route. And then I thought that I wanted to go into teaching, although I did go into it for a short time. And then I actually left and went to Newcastle, where I did history of art. But I did a pretty exceptional course there in the 70s. It was very avant-garde and really exciting and brilliant. And that just gave me a complete fervour for just loving the academic environment. I then went into actually the art gallery, commercial art gallery world, selling paintings, basically. And then it wasn't until the 80s that I really went into lecturing. I was lecturing on HND courses primarily. And then that's when I decided to do an MA on Andy Warhol's videotapes. I went to New York and I got really fascinated. I went to Pittsburgh. I got really involved with the family and I adored it and loved doing my final thesis there. And that's what really inspired me to further investigate Andy Warhol's audio tapes. People knew I was a specialist in a certain area. I got asked to do programs on Warhol, Channel 4, things like that. So, and the whole Warhol phenomena grew enormously.